Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video where I will be recommending books to you with found family in honor of our holiday that we just had yesterday, which was Family Day. So all of these books are going to have some sort of element of found family in them, and if that is something that you really like, then maybe these books are for you and maybe you should try reading them. They're from an assortment of genres, but yeah, let's just dive into it, and I'll share a little bit about each book, and I won't give you too much so that if you do want to pick them up, you can do that. So the first one I have here is one that I actually don't see on BookTube very much anymore. It used to be on BookTube a lot because it was one of those like early 2010 dystopians, and that is The Fifth Wave. I feel like this one definitely has a found family element, as a lot of the survivors kind of need to group together after the invasion that happens, and so they need to work together to survive, and they form those bonds that you would have with a family as the series goes on. This is only the first book. There is 3 in the trilogy, but yeah, this one definitely like sparks that, and then that found family kind of continues on throughout the series. So this is definitely one, if you like dystopian, like alien invasions, survival stories, this is it. Then another one we have is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. So this is the first in a trilogy as well. And this one is following a group of characters who work together to fight against people that have powers, because the people that have powers are kind of like ruling over different cities, but they do it with like malicious intent. So they're kind of more like feared than revered, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like the Boys styles, where the heroes are not really heroes. They're kind of just people with too much power and doing things with too much power. So it's kind of like a ragtag group of people that are kind of like a found family that work together to fight back against these people that have too much power and are using them and abusing them. So yeah, this is the first in that series, and I really enjoyed this series. I thought this series was fantastic. So if you do like The Boys, the series, then you will like this book series as well. I can guarantee it. So yeah, definitely check this out if that's something that's your style. Then we have Under the Whispering Door. Ignore this little scratch. That's the sticker that wouldn't come off. So this one is kind of like, it reminded me of like a Scrooge style story, where it's somebody that is named, I believe their name was Wallace, and they pass away. And so then they go to this place, which is this cabin that is kind of like a transitionary place, where the person that owns the cabin, it's like a tea shop cabin, and the person that owns this place, he helps people like pass on as ghosts to the afterlife. And so it's Wallace kind of coming to terms with the fact that like he's dead and now he has to move on, but he doesn't want to move on yet. And so it's him being given like a week's time to kind of like resolve everything and then pass on to the afterlife. And so there's definitely a really cute found family in this book in regards to the tea shop owner and his like other helpers and people around him. There's a little ghost dog too that's so cute, and yeah, it's adorable. And yeah, if that's something that's up your alley, then this is something that you might enjoy. Then of course we have Red Rising, because the group kind of forms this thing called the Howlers, and the Howlers are definitely a found family. They're all people that work together to fight alongside each other for their side of what's kind of like a little bit of a war. So yeah, they all work together. They wear wolf cloaks and they hunt in packs. And yeah, they're definitely a found family. They are quite a stinky found family, but that's just how they are. They don't shower very much, but that's the Howlers. Then another book that I don't talk about too much on this channel, and that is Armada by Ernest Cline. This was a book that I originally really liked when I read it a long time ago, but then thinking about it more, it wasn't as good as I gave it a rating for. But that being said, I will say that there is a found family in the group of people that kind of team up to work together to fight against an alien invasion that is coming to attack Earth. And so they train by using video game consoles and like virtual reality, and they use that to train themselves how to be pilots, and then actually go be these pilots to fight against aliens and take them on in space. It's quite intense, and the group has to work together to survive, and so they kind of work together and become a very like close-knit bonded group. And so yeah, staying on the space theme, we also have Aurora Rising. This one is following a group that is kind of thrown together as like a space fleet team. They were all kind of like the bottom of the barrel picks in the academy, and so they were thrown together and forced to work together, and from there they become a really tight-knit, close group, and they definitely act like family. This is a trilogy, and just as the trilogy goes, like all the characters connect more and more as the trilogy goes, and I really love this found family. Like they definitely touch your heart at points, and you feel for these characters. And yeah, they just are a great team. I love reading about them as a team and how they work together. It's great. It's such a fun like found family space fleet command, and it was so fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed this series, and I think that you guys would enjoy it too. Second last on this list, I have the Young Elites, and this is because not necessarily the main character of this book is the one that's part of this ragtag group, but there are another group of characters who have to come together to kind of help each other out, because in this one, people are affected by like this blood fever that gives certain people abilities and kills the rest of them. So like not everybody that gets the blood fever survives, but the ones that do survive end up with like these abilities. And so these people have to like kind of band together as like a secret like hidden society to help each other and just survive in a world where people like them are hunted down and murdered because of those abilities. So yeah, the main character, I would say, interacts with this group. I wouldn't say she's necessarily a part of this group, but this group exists, and they are definitely a found family. So I enjoyed reading about like them in different parts of the book. But yeah, the main character of this series is the one that like I love though, because she's a morally gray character that you never know what she's gonna do. Okay, and then the last one on this list is The House in the Cerulean Sea. I have not actually read this book, but I have been told by many people that this is a definite found family book, and if that's something that you like, you will enjoy this book. That's like kind of how it's been marketed to me from other people. They're like, if you like found family, you're gonna really enjoy this one. So I wanted to put this one on this list because other people have told me that's what it is, so hopefully it's a good one. And if you have read it, then can you verify? But yeah, so this one as well. And yeah, that's just my list of books that I noticed had found family in them. I thought they would be good recommendations, especially since we just celebrated Family Day. And yeah, so I just wanted to share books where you actually get to see found families, people that come together and kind of form a family to be there for each other. So yeah, a new kind of video, but something fun. And it was actually a suggestion from Markus, so I thought it was a great suggestion, and I took it and created this video. Anyways, let me know if you have any other found family suggestions of books in the description down below, because I personally like that as a trope. Like, I think found family books are fun, and I always like seeing how they come together. So yeah, definitely let me know, and that way I can look them up and check them out. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as a link to buy my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.